Eriksen injury blow. It looks like injuries are turning to really jeopardize the season of Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, because this time around it's Eriksen, one of the most prominent players in his starting 11 of Manchester United, good from getting that ball from the back four, obviously playing a double pivot alongside Casemiro, has gone ahead and really gotten an injury. I regard to him as one of the best passers of the ball in world football, and his short range or his passing range is really ridiculous. Has really gotten an injury yesterday in the game we won a team of Reading by 3-1. And De Caro going twice on him, and on the second time he couldn't survive this injury. Then Victor Lindelof is really picking a lot of interest from Inter Milan. Ten Hag is going to react onto that. And lastly, we're going to talk about Ten Hag coming out and really speaking out for the very first time on the sacking of the Ajax manager who replaced him at the Netherlands best team. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, this is it. This is the foul that really brought Eriksen to go on and really get injured. Now, do you know why people are pissed? Because the referee never even presented a yellow card to this man, because he had already given him a yellow card. And after that, he even went for Casemiro. And that foul on Casemiro led to his send-off of the pitch in, I think, was it the 60th minute? That's when he was really sent off the pitch. But United was already 2 goals up by the time, and the Carroll was really put down. But he really looked nasty. And these things are really bad. And Eriksen is really off, and he was seen walking out on clutches, as you see him in the for you after the game of football, putting on a safety boot onto his left foot, meaning that this foot here is the one that really got injured by Andy Carroll's tackle in the game of football. So he has been really he has been able to confirm that he's really out for the game, for the next games of Manchester United. And I have someone here. What is his name? I have someone here confirming to us about the injury of Eriksen, and he goes sorry about that. He goes by the names of Tom McDermott. He's a content digital marketing communications podcast member, and he has told us that Eriksen left Old Trafford on clutches last night. The need for another loan deal, all too, is huge. Big few days in the market that could potentially make or break the season. Now, Eriksen's injury is another one yet added to the midfield problem that we are having. Remember, even Donny van de Beek really got injured. If at all Donny van de Beek was available, you would have said, all right, we can push on with Donny van de Beek and play him in a double pivot. Maybe Fred will come in through and redo the job, or Scott McTominay. But looks like Fred and Casemiro have gone ahead to really look like they can get the job done. But you need a Donny van Beek if at all Eriksen gets an injury. Now, this calls for a team of Manchester United to go all out in the market. That's it. Because even the manager has really gone ahead to really confirm to us that it is always difficult to say so soon after the game has finished. That's what Ten Hag said. But it's an ankle injury, and we have to see what is the diagnosis. Now, when you look at what experts are talking about the ankle injuries, if you are lucky to return early enough, 4 weeks, that's when you've not underwent a surgery. But we are going to see the diagnosis report is going to be brought out either on Monday or Tuesday, and we are going to be told whether he's going to undergo a surgery or not. If he's going to undergo a surgery, that means he's going to be out for like 2 or 3 months. That shows you how a season can be really written off. So, what is the club supposed to do? I believe these injuries are a blessing in a disguise. That's it. Weghorst looks like he's really getting into the team. Now, in the midfield area, we are looking short. I've always called for United to go in for a midfielder in the remaining days of the window, and Ten Hag was pushing in for a central attack midfield, and I think he has now gotten to know that we need a central attacking midfielder to be signed in the remaining 2-3 days of the window, because if you bring in a central attack midfielder like Marco Reus and you're not having Eriksen and Donny van de Beek, then you are short in the double pivot. That's it. So Freddie looks like he can do the job with Casemiro, but Scott McTominay is another one who can do the job. And you never know, even Fred might get an injury. Even Casemiro can get an injury. So I believe it's good for us to go in and target a player on loan because you don't have money to cash in, to bring in a player who can play in 3 positions of the midfield. Those players are there. He can play as a CDM, he can play as a box-to-box midfielder, and can play as a central attacking midfielder. It would have been Caicedo. We don't have the money to bring in Caicedo. Would have been Enzo Fernandez. We don't have the money to bring in Enzo Fernandez, meaning that we should go in for players that are viable on loan, that are really good in the midfield. And trust me, those players are really available. They are really available in the market or on the market. And I know Ten Hag and his scouts are really working toothlessly. They are working tooth and nail to get in this player because as it stands, our season is in jeopardy. That's it. You might not see it as that, but our season is really heading to a complete drop-off from where we are because we look like we could go in and really win trophies this season, but with Eriksen out, it's really something serious for this team. Our season is on the brink of being broken down. The injuries are really coming in thick and fast. Dalot is out. Martial is out. Donny van de Beek is out. Then Eriksen is out. If Rashford gets an injury, it will cost us a lot, but you know that Sancho will come in through, Garnacho is there, and very many other players can come in and really get the job done. But in the midfield, who else in that team plays like Eriksen? No one. Who else in that team plays like Casemiro? No one. We saw it in the game of Arsenal when we really looked shite of players. So I believe it's another awakening that really came in through the board of United, that a season is really looking good for now, but later it might really go sour because games are coming thick and fast. That's it. And we are having very many games, I think, until when? And I think until March. That's when we're going to rest. But even the month we are going into of February, we are going to be playing 2 games per week. 2 games per week. If you're looking at the fixture of Manchester United, it shows you how fixed we are in these fixtures, because let me show you a snippet of this. Let me show you a snippet of how our fixture is really looking like, because you might be saying Rokani is really talking to us in a very different way altogether and is just threatening us. I'm not threatening you guys because that's not my aim. My aim is to come here and really talk to you with facts concerning Manchester United. Now, look at this. On first Wednesday, we are playing Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. Then on Saturday, we are going to be playing Crystal Palace. Then on Wednesday, we are going to be playing Leeds. On Sunday, we'll be playing Leeds again. Then, on the 16th of February, that's going to be Thursday, we are going to be playing Barcelona. Then Leicester City on 19th of February. Again on Thursday, we play Barcelona. That's it. 3 days later, we play Brentford at Old Trafford. So, after 26th, that's when you're going to rest and not play any other games, as you see the table. You see? After 26th, we rest for 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. You get? Oh, there are only 2 days. 27th, 28th. Yeah, 7 days. It will be a 7 days rest. And we play Liverpool away. Then Southampton. So, other fixtures of the UEFA Europa League, if at all you know out of Barcelona, will come in through and really be included into this. Now, this is where you really think that should we allow to participate in only the FA Cup, Carabao Cup and the Premier League, such that if at all Barcelona knocks us out in the in the double tie knockout of the UEFA Europa League, it's okay. Because if those games keep coming in through of the UEFA Europa League, we are going to continue having very many games. And if the coach doesn't get the players he wants, I think he has to opt through that. Because if he doesn't, those players might get tired, injured, and we miss out on the Champions League slot next season. So I don't know what Ten Hag is going to do in this situation, but let's wait and see whether the board is going to back him. But remember, Fabrizio Romano hinted about United going in for a late transfer signing in the wee days of the January transfer window. So that is it for Manchester United and Erik Ten Hag about a team called Manchester United with injuries coming in thick and fast. Obviously, it is really alarming. Now, Lindelof is one of those defenders that might be looking to go out of Manchester United because he's not really playing enough football. That's it. In the game of Nottingham, he played. He had taken long without playing games for United. Then the manager started him in the game of Nottingham against Lisandro Martinez. Played very well. Then yesterday, he took part in that game of Reading alongside Harry Maguire. He played very well. And I believe the manager is going to return him with Lisandro Martinez at Old Trafford to play in the central defense for Manchester United. But after Inter Milan have gone ahead to lose out on Skriniar to PSG and is going to go as a free agent in the summer, looks like Inter Milan are seeing Victor Lindelof as one of the candidates to replace Milan Skriniar. And this story was first broken by Di Marzio. After Di Marzio breaking the story, even Fabrizio Romano came out and really said the following about the interest of Inter Milan in Victor Lindelof. They are telling us that Inter are exploring options to replace Milan Skriniar in the case agreement will be reached with PSG to anticipate the deal in January. Victor Lindelof option in the list, but United want to keep him as Lille don't want to sell Thiago Diallo now. So, would I let Victor Lindelof go? My answer is no. Why? Before he leaves, there are defenders that are supposed to depart United first. Who do I think should depart first? Harry Maguire. I believe Lindelof, paired with Lisandro Martinez or Rafael Varane, I think he's better than Harry Maguire. So I believe the skip of this club should leave first. He should really leave first because he is really a calamity and can't fit into the style of play of Erik Ten Hag. Ten Hag has exercised this to us on very many occasions by not starting Harry Maguire and starting Lindelof. And Lindelof has proven to be one of the best defenders that Ten Hag has at Manchester United. Before integrating Shaw to become as a a central defender on the left side of the central defense, Lindelof was considered third fiddle in the list of Erik Ten Hag. So, however much Ten Hag came out and really rubbished people calling Harry Maguire a fifth choice centre back, but he really knows that it is. So, right now, Lindelof is a fourth choice centre back for United. But I think he won't come out and argue for game time. He's getting enough game time, and the manager was just needing stability to see to it that he starts making these changes. Because after losing to Brighton and Brentford, the manager went in for his ideal central defense partnership of Lisandro Martinez and Varane that won him very many points. Beat Liverpool, beat Southampton, beat Leicester City, and they beat Arsenal. You get? If it was not the death of the Queen, would have gone ahead to extend that lead or form, stretch it to Selhurst Park and maybe beat Crystal Palace, and then play away to Leeds and also really got these points because by the time Leeds was really unstable. But after the stability that came in through, the manager can now change and get in these defenders to play game time. So I believe if Ten Hag tells me that Lindelof will really quit United in the next summer of 2024, I agree because we would have really gotten in other defenders. But with the urge of Ten Hag getting in other defenders, and the expectation is we might get in one in the summer, that is Kim Min-jae or Julian Timber, I believe it's time we kept Lindelof. And Ten Hag has said, I'm not taking Lindelof anywhere. So, looks like however much Lindelof is really wanted by Inter Milan, Ten Hag is saying, this is my player, I love him. You aren't taking him anywhere. Just leave him at the club of Manchester United. And I think he's not complaining about game time, because even when Ten Hag benches you, you'll know that there are games coming in thick and fast. We are still in 4 tournaments. The Premier League, Carabao Cup, of which will look like we're in the final, and I think on Wednesday we are going to really confirm that. Then, FA Cup, we are into the 5th round after beating Reading by 3-1. UEFA Europa League, another game that is coming in through, I think, is it on the 5th? Let me see. I think it's the 5th of February. That's when this game is coming in through against Barcelona. It's on the 16th of February against Barcelona, meaning that some players need to be rested and keep them fit, because if injuries keep on increasing to this level, we are really going to get broken totally. So I believe he's going nowhere. Ten Hag loves the player, and unless otherwise Twanzebe comes in and really proves to the manager that, all right, I can play. And as I told you always, if Twanzebe keeps fit and really proves to Eriksen that he can play the game of football at Manchester United as a central defender, obviously, he will add him to that starting 2 central defense partnership of Lisandro Martinez and Varane, because I believe there is a player in Twanzebe, and you never know, he might really find himself fit in the next 1 or 2 weeks to go into the starting 11 of Manchester United, because he has all the attributes to play into the central defense and in the Erik Ten Hag system. Now, for the very first time, Ten Hag has gone ahead and really given his view on the sacking of the Ajax manager, Schroeder, that we replaced him at Ajax. You know, this is where people thought that managing Ajax was an easy game or an easy job, because they said Ten Hag is an Eredivisie manager. He comes to the Premier League and he's going to be beaten to pulps. Losing his first 2 games, not starting the way he wanted, but he capitalized onto that, and ever since then, United have never lost a game of football at Old Trafford. We've stretched to 11 wins in a row for Manchester United. Apart from a draw we got against Newcastle, each and every team that has really come to Old Trafford has really gone ahead to fall onto our sword. Now, his replacement was sacked 2 days ago. That's it. And today, the Ajax have played the game with Heitinga. You know him, he played for Everton. I think was playing for Everton in the Premier League. Heitinga is the manager that is doing the interim role for the club of Everton. And most of you might not have known him, but he has really gone ahead to win his first game by 2-1. So Schroeder has been sacked. Ten Hag has gone ahead and really said the following about this. He said, 4 years I worked at Ajax in a very good way. I find it sad that this is happening right now, especially for the players. They are good players and the squad is good. That's it. Then they asked him, have you been in contact with Schroeder? He said no. So, Ten Hag is really feeling bad for his former team Ajax. I think he really laid a very good structure. When you look at the players that really he left at Ajax, I think they could compete. But Schroeder had gone close to 6-7 games without winning, and he has been losing most of the games. So what they did was, let's sack this manager and get in an interim as we search for another permanent manager for the team of Ajax. So that's it for you. Tell me what you think about Eriksen's injury blow. Would you allow Lindelof to go to Inter Milan? And obviously, Erik Ten Hag commenting about the sacking of the Ajax manager known as Schroeder that came in as his replacement after he confirmed that he's leaving for Manchester United and he is really doing wonders at Manchester United. Very good of the player, new boss. I always refer to him as the best thing that has ever happened to the club of Manchester United ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep you updated on to what is happening to Manchester United. With the injury of Eriksen, guys, subscribe and keep the notification bell on because United is going in for a mystery signing very, very soon. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. 3 hours from now, I'm returning. Bye-bye.